that's the name of the game. Keep running, keep striving, maintain the same hunger, that fire, that burning desire. In this long run, I'm reaching higher, live. Long run, yeah, a long game. Through the struggle, through the pain, I keep my eyes on the prize. Never lose sight in this marathon of life. I'm running through the night.
Well. Roll Tide, everybody. Good morning. Fabulous Friday to everybody. What's up, Latoya? Roll Tide to you. My boy, Nick Harden. Roll Tide. Good morning, my man. Good morning. Bama Nation. Good morning, everybody. Whoever your team is, whoever you repping, good morning to you. Welcome to day 5. Yeah, day 5 of the long run. Man, it's been a fast week. Hey, what's up? My producer, Dwight. What the business is. Man, look, I can't believe it's Friday already. Let me tell y'all something. I was scrambling to get on here this morning. I'm having some work done. Today will be just an hour show. I promise you that, because I've got some things I've got to go do today. But I wanted to be a man of my word and continue to do this. I want to thank everybody for just a great week. We're on twice on Mondays, and then the rest of the week we're here from 8 to 9 on here on the morning run. KT, what the business is. You know what the business is. All right. Everybody know what the business is. When you're dealing with Piano Man, you know what the business is. You ain't got to tell me. I already know you know. That's what's up. But I want to thank everybody for just making this morning run just what it is. We're trying, we're doing the best that we can with what we have. And let me tell you something. When you're just starting out, what you can't do, maybe this is some words of wisdom for anybody who may be listening. When you're starting out in anything, what you can't do is look at what everyone else is doing. Don't look at it from a standpoint of you wish that you could have what they have, because what you have to keep in mind is that there was a starting point for them too. There was a starting point for everybody in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So when you have a dream, when you have a vision, when you have a plan your work your plan. But just know that each day that goes on, you got to put some work and some time into it. That's why I shout out every day, everybody that's on this particular grind like this, man, I salute you. Big ups to you, because this is not easy work. We may make it look easy, but it is not easy work. The things that go on behind the scenes, and I'm thankful for the 401k crew. Now, they used to be keeping it a buck crew, but they're the 401k crew that keeps it a buck at all times. So thankful for them for just keeping me straight. Dwight, my producer, KT, you know what's up. Latoya, Nick, all of y'all, JB, OG Gill, Susan, Carla, Bino, Dwight, Gary, all of them. Man, I'm so thankful for all of you, and for each one of you that just joined the channel. And I'm also thankful for the ones that don't get on. And this morning, KT and Dwight, you will be glad to know, guess what? I finally got it right with the help of Dwight. I am also on Twitter as we speak right now. And so we're doing the doggone thing. We're doing our best. And so shout out to all of those that are on Twitter. Don't know what's up with that yet. Can't see who's there. But Piano Man is glad to have you. And if you just so happen to run past this, stop, like, subscribe to us, give us a listen. And hey, like I said, we're no different than anyone else. We're just trying to put that content out and just talk about our beloved Alabama Crimson Tide. Now today, like I said, it's just going to be an hour show. I've got a couple of things I've got to go do, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm supposed to be at a funeral of a former choir member of mine, and I'm trying to factor all of that in. I've got other stuff going on, And so we're just going to uh, make this an hour show, but I promise you it's going to be real, real good today. Listen, on today, May the 30th, 2025, for those of us that have been keeping up with it, and I was talking with Jonathan Lewis last night, along with B Sharp and a few others on his space on Twitter last night. We were talking about, recruiting. And on today, I think I have it right before me here somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. Um, I know that excuse me, recruiting is not for everybody. It's really not. It's not for everybody. I mean, I've got that and I understand that. And let me just go ahead and be verbally honest here on the long run. Piano Man is really not that big into recruiting either. I used to be, but since this thing with NIL and since this thing with the transfer portal, and let me say this: NIL, transfer portal, pay for play, all that good stuff, it has always really been there. The problem is it's more highlighted now. It's just more highlighted. And what it has done, as far as I'm concerned, it has put recruiting on the back burner to a certain degree. It has minimized recruiting, but recruiting is still the lifeblood of a college program. The high school scene is still important. This is why I'm going to go on record today and say this to everyone that's on the chat, to everyone that's in X, or Twitter, or wherever it is you may be listening. Support your high school teams. Now, in the upcoming days, right here on the morning run and the long run, I'm telling you now, I'm going to be bringing in some high school players, some high school coaches, and I want you to hear their story. Their story is just as important as a high schooler as it is as when they get to college. Now we can celebrate them once they get to college, and that's a cool thing. But I love to uh, Latoya, you know what, Latoya? Let me do this, and then I'll be sure because, like Nick yesterday, he had to ask his question twice, and if I had a thought to do this yesterday, I would have answered it straight off the cuff. But I will get to I get to your question in just a minute, Latoya. Celebrate these high school players now in their high school times, because when they get to college, that's going to be it's going to be them, but they're going to be much more mature. They're going to have different ideologies and things like that. So wherever your local high school is, support that local high school, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, track, it doesn't matter, softball, it does not matter. Support those high school players, because I'm going to tell you this: recruiters are coming. They're coming to them. They're coming. At my high school that I teach, we had a couple of guys uh, that they made it to the junior college ranks. But I'm telling you now, you're going to be hearing about these guys later on. I'm speaking that into existence. You're going to be hearing about them. So these guys are going to be special. They're going to be some guys. Uh, there's going to be some guys at your place, wherever you are, wherever, in the words of Al Roker and the late Willis Scott. I guess Willis, I don't know, but Willis Scott used to say, in your neck of the woods, wherever you're from, there are going to be some special players. KT says, I still go back and watch my softball girls. You're supposed to. You're supposed to. It doesn't matter how long you've been away from that school, that high school. You are an alum of that school. If you graduated, you are an alum, and it is your responsibility. See, I'm putting us all on blast right now. It is our responsibility to go back and support our high schools, when which we graduated from. It is our responsibility. Forest County AHS, the Aggies. Hey, we maroon for real. We that crimson for real. But we're the Aggies. Now, they got their their inspiration, honestly, from Texas A&M. Our helmets, our uniforms, everything, just like Texas A&M. I'm being honest with you. So, but I'm still a Tide fan. But Forest County Agricultural High School, Brooklyn, Mississippi, shout out to you. I'm coming to see my Aggies play this year. I am. I've been gone from there for years and a day, but that's still my high school. And there are still some players there that are really good. So go back and support your high school, especially if you're in the vicinity of them. But if you're not, find a high school to support. Those players need your support. Those coaches need your support. The school needs your support. So when we talk about recruiting, uh, lead generals, but my high school is renamed now. Gotcha, KT. Support them. Support them. I don't care. Lead generals. I'm about to say something crazy right there. I don't care if they named after the Dukes of Hazzard, but go still support them. You'll catch that in a minute. But support your high school. Support them. Support them. I don't care how painful the memories. You still graduated from there. You still, you just owe that. Okay. There were some good times. There were some good times. All right. So let's support these recruits. But back to what I was saying, in recruiting on Jonathan, it was Robert E. Lee. Okay, I got you. No comment. No comment. Good old Rob. And they lost. But anyway, they lost the South. But anyway, back to recruiting on Alabama's campus starting today. Starting today, there are recruits coming. There's Jet Washington, Jet Amala. Now listen, there is a lot of talk. There's a lot of buzz surrounding Amala. I told you all on yesterday that he is committed to Iowa State, and he committed to them last month, 4/18 of this year. Okay, we got that. But for whatever the reason, he's going to be on the campus of UA today. He's going to be touring the campus. I don't know. Now, from what I'm understanding, now check this out. It is not an official visit. I think I heard them correctly in saying really for Thamala, it's not an official visit. It's just a visit. He's visiting. Okay. He's committed to Iowa State. But like I told you all yesterday, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not. I respect it. I respect it in its capacity. But Piano Man is not a fan of this. Why? Of the word committed. And like Ephraim said yesterday, maybe the terminology needs to change because that word commit, that goes a long way. Latoya, I'm getting to your question in just a second, but I've got to say this. That word commit is important. It's an important word. And like I told you all yesterday, it's the same way it is would be in a relationship, in any type of relationship. If you're committed to it, that means that has your attention. It has your attention, your focal attention. There's Double L, Larry, Mr. Large himself. Roll Tide, my brother. Roll Tide. Good to see you. Larry Large is in the house, in the house, in the house. Larry Large is in the house. There you go. Larry Large is in the house. There he is. But that word commit, I'm telling you now, that word commit, that goes a long way with me. If you're committed to it, you're gonna stick with it. It doesn't matter what someone is throwing at you. Now, my thing is why are you here? But since you are, I guess you may as well make it happen. Okay. So, but Thamala is here. You know what? You're welcome, Larry. But you know what I need to do? That's for everybody. That's for everybody. That's for everybody. Let me give you one more. That's for everybody in the chat. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I forgot to do that today. That's for everybody. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Nick, Latoya, KT, all of you, Dwight, everybody. Thank you for being here. But listen, I'm going back to this recruit thing. My problem is that with that word commit. Now, if you're gonna say I'm committed to it, in Piano Man's old school opinion, now it's just old school. You ain't even got no business here on campus. Now I know somebody's going to probably see this and say, "What in the world is Piano Man talking about? What is he trying to do? Sabotage Alabama?" No, I'm not. I'm not. Because here's the question. Here's the thing. Here's the question. Alabama somebody will say, "I'm committed to Alabama." And then you take one of these official visits, and like I said yesterday, they are offer something that where you're going will offer something that Alabama may not be able to offer you. What you gonna do? Flip? I know that's the nature of the game, but you know what? But you can't take my old-fashioned values away. I still believe in being a man of your word. I know that's a lost art now. I know it is. I understand that. I got it. But if you're gonna hang around me, I just believe that if you say you're committed to something, you have no business showing up somewhere else. Like Dr. Crystal said yesterday, you speed dating. You speed dating. That's all you're doing. You're speed dating. And like what Susan said, and also, and I have to agree with her when she said that what you're doing is you're using the school to get something from another school that maybe they're not offering, and there you go. There you go. I'm just saying. So, if the Mala flips, if he flips, and if Kenny Darby flips, what is there left to say? What is there left to say? We flipped them. And I'll be glad to have them. But the look of it, thank you, Nick. A real man keeps his word. You keep your word. It doesn't matter the circumstance. To me, that word committed, that bothers me. I'm not changing my tune from yesterday. I'm not changing my tune from yesterday. I just believe if you're going to say that you're committed to something, you stick with it. You stick with it. I got it. I understand this is the 21st century, and I come from the 20th century. I understand that. But I still believe that a man's word is his bond. And if he says that he's committed, he's committed. I know I'm on a rant. I'm on a rant, but I just can't help it. But anyway, but they're on campus. Jet Washington, Jet Thamala, Ethan Feaster, running back. Now, and these are all 4 stars that I'm naming. Jet Washington is a 4-star safety. Jet Thamala is a 4-star quarterback. That's what the big deal is, because you see, the reality is, we have a quarterback problem. We have a quarterback problem at Alabama. Yes, we do. Y'all may not want to admit it, but yes, we do. I'm not going to say you heard it here first, because I'm not into that kind of foolishness. But you heard it here. Piano Man is saying it. We have a quarterback depth problem. We have one. Yeah, we got Ty. Yeah, we got Austin. And yes, we have Keelan. But you better read the handwriting on the wall. You need more. We need some more quarterbacks. So we have a problem. And that's what the big hype around Thamala is that he's a 4-star quarterback. Yes, committed to Iowa State, but he's on campus. Ethan Booby Feaster, a 4-star wideout. But now he's named Bama in one of his final teams and everything. All right. KJ Ford is out. We 4-star tight end is Xavier Tiller. We also looking at 4-star D lineman Nolan Wilson, who plays for Picayune High School here in Mississippi. And the Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I will have the privilege and the pleasure of watching Nolan play because he plays against my high school, West Harrison High School. And so Nolan Wilson, I'll see him. Titan Davis, a 4-star D lineman, a 4-star linebacker, Braden Rouse, 4-star tight end, Mark Bowman, uh, 3-star interior lineman, Deacon Schmidt. Then we have Chris Booker, 3-star O lineman, 3-star D lineman, JJ Finch, 3-star D lineman, Tyson Bacon, and 4-star wideout Kenny Darby, who's committed to LSU. All these guys are going to be on campus. All of these guys are going to be on campus. Now, in the words of Governor JB, in the words of our governor of the 401k crew, JB, I stand with him in this right here. Let me clear my throat. Until we sign on the dotted line, until we sign on the dotted line, I'm going to say it one more time. Until somebody signs on the dotted line, I'm happy that you're on campus, but I can't get excited until I get your John Hancock on the paper. Old blues song, put it on paper. Put it on paper. Yeah, KT, JB is the governor. Bino is the GM. What a combination. I'm just piano man to man. That's it. I'm just piano man. Susan and OG Gill are the COs. Dwight is the producer. Gary is the lookout man. Carla, she just oversees everything. She's the administrative assistant. But JB is the governor. But JB says all the time, and I'm serious. I'm not entertaining now. I'm serious as a heart attack. Listen, JB says, and I'm in total agreement, until you put it on paper, until you sign your name, I can't. Speak of the governor. There he is, KT. The governor is in the house. Governor JB. Well, hold up. There's the governor. Welcome, governor. Welcome, governor. We got part of that's the 401k crew. Okay. Yes. KT, she's on special assignment. Good morning. And Nick said he just supports Alabama. But Nick, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it in a roundabout way, but I'm just being matter of fact about it. That this thing called commitment, I can't take that serious. I can't take that serious. I can't. With the governor again, Governor JB, until you are on the paper, your name is signed on the paper. Don't give me all this other foolishness. And that's how I count it. Because check this out. You flip, see, notice they all flip when they hadn't signed anything. That's my only problem. I can get with Jonathan in his excitement on the commitment and the work that he puts into it, and trust me, I'm getting there far as the work goes, to let us know who we're looking at, let us know what's happening, this, that, and the third. Yes, let us know, and that's all fine and dandy. But I cannot get excited about it because your name is not on the paper, because at any moment, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I want somebody from Twitter tell me I'm wrong. I want somebody from here on YouTube to tell me I'm wrong. It don't matter to me. Tell me that I'm wrong when what I'm about to say. That the flip could come any minute. And guess what? It can happen to Alabama. Now tell me I'm wrong. We're the standard, but that flip can happen. I might lose viewers, and that don't matter, but I'm going to stand on truth. I'm going to stand on business with that. I'm just not into this commit thing. I'm just not into it. Either you with me or you're not. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I don't do that. I don't do that crawfish thing. If I'm with you, I'm with you. And all these other visits, because one thing I can't remember which recruit it was, but last night he shut down all visits. I got you, JB. I got you, JB. I'm just saying. Now, even when your name is on the paper, we got that part. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. And here we go, babies. It's really nothing to dang, JB. You hit me with that. I'll get with that in just a minute. But it's nothing to get excited about anymore because they've taken the love of the game away. It's nothing to get excited about. But I'm still saying, I'm still gonna stand on that thing that if you're gonna be on paper, be on paper. But I'm with you on that last part, JB. I'll see if you're truly committed when things go bad. When things go bad. Now I'm excited about this team that's coming up with Bama, and I'm with Nick now. I'm just with Bama. I'm loyal to Bama. I'm with Latoya. I'm loyal to Bama. I'm staying on this longer than I planned to, but I'm just loyal to Bama. And I've seen, listen, when Bear Bryant retired, and they took him off that field for the last time, I went into a depression. And when he died, oh my gosh, it was like losing my daddy all over again. I'm being honest with y'all. That's how loyal I am to Bama. Now, I like players off of different teams, yeah, but my heart has been at Bama since I've been a kid. And I don't flip-flop. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. So yes, JB, yes, we're gonna see who's truly in. We're gonna see who's truly in. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you got to go, if you got to leave and you want to go somewhere else, salute you. I'll holler at you. But if you leaving because of a bag, I'm not going there this morning. I'm not going there this morning. You leaving because of a bag. You're leaving because of whatever. Okay, I understand money is important, but you see, but at the end of the day, it's like what Coach Saban said. How much value have you created for yourself? That's the question. And at Alabama, you're creating value by just even being on the team. Now, that's not a put down or a disrespect, but the name means everything. Shakespeare asked the question, what's in a name? When you say Alabama, that says everything. Just like in SWAC, I'm going to say this. Just like in SWAC, when you say Jackson State, you said it all. It's just like the old Budweiser commercial. When you say Budweiser, you said it all. That's what the old commercial used to say. In the SWAC, when you say Jackson State, you said it all. You said it all. Jackson State. And in this particular case, but I know the Ohio State fans are going to say, but we the Buckeyes. And your point is, Michigan with they cheating self going to say, but we're the Wolverine. And your point is, Notre Dame going to say, but we're Notre Dame. No. Amen. But, and your point is, but when you say Alabama, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get to LaToya's question. When you say Alabama, in the movie The Lion King, I'm talking about the original now. I ain't talking about that Who Shot John that came out a couple of years ago. But let me tell you something. There's a scene in there that when the hyenas are talking, they're talking about the name Mufasa, right? And they said, now when you say Mufasa, now that's power. That's power. And Whoopi Goldberg playing one of the hyenas, and they said Mufasa, and she said, ooh, and she said, say it again, Mufasa, 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 Mufasa. When you say Alabama, it just does something to, it does something to folks. It does something to folks. In the good times, when you say Alabama, it still does something to people when you say Alabama, even when times are not so good. Times were not so good at 9-4 last year, but who still got the most attention out of everybody? You know it, Alabama. So I'm just saying, if you're going to commit here, commit here. Now, KT said Alabama State. You talking about swag, right? Child, please. Jackson State. J. Dun, 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 dun. S. Dun, 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 dun. U. And you know what to do. Oh. Jackson State, baby. That blue and white. I love. Jackson State. No slight to any of the HBCUs out there. You know, my mom is a Stillman grad. God bless and everything. And I see that the Stillman AD got athletic director of the year, and everything. Congratulations. But however, and on the other hand, when you say Jackson State, you said it all. A for Alabama. Okay, KT. All right. All right. Enough of that. But these guys are on campus. I wish them all well. And if they flip somebody, then so be it. Okay. But I'm ready to see some be sure enough committed. There's Gary. There's the lookout man. What's up? What the business is? What the business is, Gary? Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Now, Latoya's question been sitting up there for the longest. Here we go. Piano Man, answer this. Since our defense's signature is takeaways, do you think we will incorporate that into special teams, meaning blocking more punts and kicks? Latoya, yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, if you were paying attention last year, you started seeing that more down the stretch where a lot of takeaways were beginning to happen, especially as it related to fumbles, fumbles doing kickoff and doing punt return. There were techniques that they were administering and everything. So yes, I'm of the firm persuasion that yes, I'm with you. Our defensive signature is takeaways. Do I think we will incorporate that into special teams? Yes. We were talking about special teams yesterday. All right, Gary. Roll Tide, brother. Be safe. Be safe. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Yes, Latoya. And that's another part of special teams. And next week, I will be getting some information. For next week, I will be getting some information on who's all playing special teams and what will that look like on kickoff and kickoff return. What will that look like? And so next week, we're going to be having some information about that. But yes, but to answer your question, yes, because I'm still saying this, and this is just me now. I still believe that it's going to take a minute. And if there are any other questions, put them in the chat. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But I still believe that it's going to take a minute for the offense to sort of gel, where we're going to see some of the passes. Now, watch this. And thank you, Governor, for bringing this up. You and OG Gill in our meetings and when we be talking a lot of times. Listen, folks, and Piano Man fears nobody, and I am entitled to my opinion. But here we go. Ty Simpson probably will be the quarterback, the starter. But we have to remember something. This will be his first time starting. Remember that now. This will be. I'm not trying to throw no salt in this game. I'm not trying to put no salt in this game. No salt in this. No. I ain't trying to You know, I'm not trying to put no bad mojo on it, but I'm calling it for what it is. Ty Simpson, Ty Simpson is a first time starter. I need all these folks to get that in their brain and get that in their heart. Yes, you may have been on that bench over there, and yes, you may have been learning. But if you played any sport, there is a vast difference when you learning from that sideline and now when you're out there on that field having to prove that you know what you're supposed to know. I'm for Ty. And if anybody remembers me from last year, I even bought Ty's name up that if Jalen couldn't handle it, put Ty in. I was one of the first ones who would say that. I did. I said it. I said it. But I'm saying this now. But as of come August the 30th, 91 days, I think, from 91 days, I think, from now. You see what I'm saying? He will be the starter. He's going to be the starter. And that will be his first time starting. Because we're about to do a segment here in the next few minutes. We're about to do a segment called Kiss It Goodbye. Okay. And when we get ready to kiss it goodbye, there are some things, and I'm going to explain to you how it goes, and I want you to put it in the chat. And when we get to it here in just a few minutes, we're going to put it in the chat of what, because we talked about that earlier, and I just talked about it with my guests, but today is just me and you. Okay. So what are we going to kiss goodbye? All right. But before we get there, all right, here we go. Nick has a question. I got to do my boy here. Do his question. Okay. And Nick said, I hear you, Nick. Why do you think I'm going to the Bama FSU game? I know why Nick going. I know why. First of all, Nick is going because he loves himself some Alabama Crimson Tide. Second of all, he can afford to go. Nick, my dog, man. You my dog. You know I had to throw that in there. Second of all, he can afford to go. And third of all, Nick going to check everything out. Nick going to see it firsthand. Nick going to see it firsthand. What the business is. Nick going to see it firsthand now. I'm just saying. He's seeing it firsthand. He's going to see it firsthand. And anybody else that's going to the game on August the 30th at Florida State, and it's going to be hotter than fish grease on a Friday night here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'm just saying. It's going to be hot down there. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot for everybody. But Nick is going because he's going to check things out. I'm going to watch it from the comforts of my own house. And I know, I know it's not like being there in person. But we going to see what everybody's made of. Not just Ty, not just Ryan Williams, not just Jern, not just Isaiah, not just Wilcom Formby and Parker Brailsford, not just Jam Miller, not just any of it, not just the defense. We're going to see what the Alabama Crimson Tide is made out of August the 30th. Good morning, Dr. Chris. The doc is in the house. Good morning, Dr. Crystal. What the business is. We're going to see what Alabama's made out of. We're going to see what our beloved Alabama Crimson Tide, in my kangaroo black voice, what our beloved Alabama, my Alabama Crimson Tide, we're going to see what they're made of. We're going to see what Tide is made of. Now, JB, I got to put you on blast right here. And this is what JB said. I don't want to hear Ty, and then dog him if he struggles. Thank you. I don't want to hear that. We win together. We lose together. We dominate together. We struggle together. Here we go. Ebony. The Ohio lover. But put my baby in. And he just may have to get there. I'm being serious now. We are at this point now. No excuses. No excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses. I'm going to reiterate what I said. I'm going back to what I said again. And here we go. I'm going back to what I said earlier. This will be Ty Simpson's first year starting. First year. This will be his first year starting. JB, I'm coming up on you just a second, bro. And I don't want to hear nothing. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. We gonna support that brother. That's what we gonna do. We gonna support him. But watch this. This is something that JB said, and we've been saying it in our group. This is why the first game is very important. Let me tell you something about this dude here. Let me tell you something about JB. Don't let JB comes off hard sometimes, but JB is passionate, y'all. I'm just, and he didn't ask me to say it. I'm saying it because that's my brother, and I defend him. JB is a realist. He is as real as they come. He calls it like he sees it. He don't be meaning no harm. He just calling it like you see it. Now look at him. This is why the first game is important. Let Bama go to the state of Florida and struggle. Man, the talk's gonna be rumbling. And that ain't nothing but the God heaven truth. Don't struggle with a team that struggled from the gate last year. Listen, JB, I'm gonna keep that up there a minute. I want to take your sentence apart. This is why the first game is very important. Let's come on, chat family, run it back with me. What happened to Florida State in game 1 last year? Somebody run it back to me. What happened to them? Who did they play? Talk to me. Who did they play? So give him, we're going to have to give him some grace. You're going to have to. But by that same token now, I want the disciples, and because this is the part that I'm about to kiss goodbye. I want the disciples who trashed Jalen to remember that if Ty struggles now, give the grace. Give the grace. You're going to have to give him the grace. I don't want to hear nothing about get him out of there. Remember now, it's his first time. Thank you. Florida State. JB. Now, if we were talking in our group chat, that's not what JB would say. He's respecting it online. Thank you, Governor. But they played Georgia Tech. They played Georgia Tech. I'm going somewhere with JB's statement. This is why the first game is very important. Florida State was favored to win that game. I want to say by double digits. Double digits. Georgia Tech did a number on Florida State and embarrassed them in front of everybody. And you know what? And Florida State was really no more good the rest of the year. Now, I know the Florida State fans say, well, we lost to so many in transfer portal. That's part of the game, baby. That's part of the game. Alabama lost some folks in the transfer portal too, and you didn't want to hear that excuse coming from us. So we don't want to hear that coming from you. This is why game 1 is important for both teams. This is why I keep saying Florida State is going to play us tough. Now, the line is 12. The betting line is 12. I still am of the firm persuasion. Wait a minute, JB. No, sir. They played them. Remember, They played, didn't they play them in London? Didn't they play them overseas? I want to say they played them overseas, but if they went to Florida State and beat them in Tallahassee, that makes it even worse. But I thought they played in London. But the first game is important. That's why I'm leaving JB's question up there. Lord Jesus, I just got the two topics and got stuck. But I'm leaving this topic, I'm leaving this question up there or the statement up there because he said this first game is important. JB didn't hit the statement of the day as far as I'm concerned. When he's saying is for both teams. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about the players who hit the transfer who hit the transfer portal, went to FSU. Oh, yeah. So Roydell, Malik Benson, someone else. It was 3 or 4 of our players went to Florida State. Now, what they went on was on the premise of what happened the year before. They thought they were going to build on that. Wrong answer. Boy, were they wrong. They were wrong. Yes, KT, it was Ireland. I knew it was overseas. And Georgia Tech beat Florida State. And Florida State with Roydell, Malik Benson, DJU, all them cats, and down the stretch, DJU got hurt. Now, I don't know what Florida State was thinking when they got DJU and let him come back. If he wasn't prosperous at Clemson and he wasn't prosperous at Oregon State, what in the world you thought you was going to do for him? Transform him overnight? And now you got the transfer from Boston College as starting quarterback. And when you go and look at his stats, the dude is pretty good. But there was a reason Bob benched. Who was Bob? Bill O'Brien. We just call him Bob. There was a reason he lost out there. And Georgia Tech, thank you, Nick, and Georgia Tech was a serious contender all year long. So I'm just looking at the first part of JB, the governor's statement. This is why the first game is very important. Because now, let's just say this, and we're going to go into it later on in the summer. You got that right, LaToya. Boston College beat FSU too. Everybody beat FSU last year. Everybody. But I'm just of the firm persuasion that they got humbled. They were humbled in their first game against somebody they were supposed to beat. Georgia Tech. Exactly, KT. Boston College had a great season. A great season. Bama's got to come out with the mindset that these dudes are hungry. Bama has to come out with the mindset that these dudes are wanting to prove to everybody that last year was a fluke. But Bama has to come out with the mindset to prove to folks that 9-4, that wasn't us. So this is going to be a matter of who wants it the worst. So like I said, the betting line is 12. By the time August rolls around, either the odds could come down or increase. We'll never know. We won't know until we get there. But I'm telling you now, I'm with JB. This is why that first game is important. This is why I am of the firm persuasion that Bama with Ty, he's got to come out firing strikes. And I'm going back to what LaToya said about the defense, the takeaways, and the special teams getting takeaways. All of that's going to have to play. All of that's going to have to come into play. It's going to have to. Because if not, it's going to be a long day down there in that Florida heat. But I believe in my Alabama Crimson Tide. I believe that the Florida State woes will continue. Now I'm about to put this up there. Dr. Crystal, put you up here. Here we go. This team would go as the quarterback goes. In the beginning, yeah, you know what, Dr. Crystal? At some point, I believe that the quarterback it's going to kick in somewhere because he's going to have first game jitters. I'm going to go ahead and give him that. He's going to have first game jitters, just like they all probably will. But I'm also of the firm persuasion that our defense, I'm going back to what LaToya asked earlier, our defense is going to play a pivotal role, especially in the early games. By the time we get to Georgia, some things should be figured out. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Ryan Williams said they have to prove a point that Alabama's back. And as a matter of fact, Nick, he said that we're men on a mission. And JB says, Nick, words don't mean nothing. What player wouldn't say that? But JB, I also understand which way Ryan is coming from because of the situation that nobody hit the transfer portal. That 9-4 season, and when you go back and watch All In, the first thing that comes on the in the documentary is when Coach DeBoer makes the statement and said, for those of you that are coming back, I want you to remember this. Remember this feeling. Remember this feeling. That's the first thing that caught my attention in watching that documentary is when he said, remember this feeling. Yeah, actions do show us everything. Yeah. But there's some things you got to learn to speak to yourself. You got to learn to speak it in your mind because it's a mindset. It's still a mindset. Not refuting what anybody's saying, but all of it has to fit together. It all has to fit together. Can you become what your mouth is saying? Can you become what your mouth is saying? Will you become that? This is why I'm of the firm persuasion. This is why you can't look ahead. You got to take it one game at a time. Good morning, Nicole. Good to see you. Roll Tide. This is why I'm of the firm persuasion that each week, each play, you got to get better. I don't like to bring up Coach Saban in this era because he's not coaching anymore, but he has some words of wisdom. The words of wisdom are this. That play is over. Let's focus on the next play. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's focus on the next play. So we got to keep it moving. But I'm just of the firm persuasion that I'm going back to what JB said. This first game is important. And what Dr. Crystal saying, this team will go as the quarterback goes. But I believe, Dr. Crystal, that in the beginning, our defense is going to set the tone for some things. That's how we're going to win some games. I believe in the beginning, that our defense is going to, like LaToya asked earlier about the defense and the takeaways. How will all of this look? That's what I believe is going to happen. That's what I think has got to happen. So I got to get ready to leave out, but for these last few minutes, we're going to kiss some things goodbye. This has been a great week of Morning Run. We've covered some ground this week. We've turned the page on some stuff. But let me ask you this, and I need you to put it in the chat. What are you going to kiss goodbye? Now, let me tell you what I mean. The 9-4 season is over. We're 0-0. That team is gone. That team is no longer there. We all on a fresh page. So What are we kissing goodbye? Yeah, JB, the offense does need to set the tone, but the reality is, bruh, I don't think they are. Not in the beginning. But I heard AJ McCarron say something that could change that if they run the football. If they run the football. So the first thing Ebony says is, I'm gonna put it up there. She said, I can't wait till y'all kiss Saban goodbye. Ebony, we have kissed Saban goodbye, but you can't forget 6 championships. You can't forget that this man changed some trajectory of some stuff. But it is time to put that on a rest, though. This is the Kalen DeBoer era. But I'm going to say again, we do have to kiss that goodbye. You're going to have to kiss it goodbye. Just being honest. But Ebony, that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. Let me see, I think the Saban era. Like I said, need to kiss it goodbye, but that's gonna be one of those things that's easier said than done. But we do have to move on. We do. Because like I told you, like I said the other day on Turn the Page, listen, Nick Saban is not coming back. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over for him. He's not coming back. He's living his best life. It's over. And we've got to move on. Yes, we thankful. Let me tell you something. Now, I'm gonna prove a point right here. I've been a Bama fan before Nick came. Remember, I'm from the Bear Bryant days, from back in the Gap. But I'm still focusing on the fact that, and it took me a minute to embrace Ray Perkins. It took me a minute. But when I saw what he brought to the table, but he wasn't Bear Bryant, neither was he supposed to be. Kalen DeBoer is not supposed to be Nick Saban. He's not, listen, he's not even supposed to be Nick Saban 2.0. He's supposed to be the best Kalen DeBoer that he can be. It's time for Bama fans. It's time. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Get mad with me if you want to. It's time for the Nick Saban disciples. How many of them, they're there that just believe in totally Nick? It's time for them to kiss that goodbye and embrace the new coach, embrace the new staff, embrace the new concepts, and embrace the new ways because football has changed. Like JB said, I didn't want to say this, but JB, but I'm gonna go on and say it now. It's hard to get excited about anything when they're even in the signing. You can just bail on a team. So shout out to those who stayed. Shout out to those who, like JB said, who stayed during the times were bad. But it's time to kiss the Saban era goodbye. Watch this. Let me scroll back up. Somebody else. Dr. Crystal said something. I got to. Oh, here we go. Dr. Crystal. Let's kiss the O-line woes goodbye. Me too. I'm looking at the fact now that they're healthy. I'm looking at the fact now that they should have the mental to do what they need to do. I'm looking at the fact. So let's forget about last year. Let's kiss the O-line woes goodbye. And let's focus on those things that they're coming in focused, ready, refreshed, refined, all that kind of stuff. Let's turn the page. Kiss it goodbye. Kiss them offensive woes goodbye. Kiss the Saban era goodbye. We got to move on. Latoya said, my bold prediction, DeBoer will have 2 championships whenever he leaves Bama. I believe so too. OKT said, let's kiss this goodbye. The 14 playoff. Kiss it goodbye, folks. Kiss that goodbye. It's out. It's out like yesterday. It's out like your last birthday. I'm serious. Kiss it goodbye. You won't see that no more. Kiss that goodbye. Kiss that 14 playoff goodbye. That's out. That's over and it's done. Okay, let me see what else is going. Nick said he's from the Bill Curry days. So you came along right after I did. Okay, Latoya, you got to get up there. We're going to kiss not making the playoffs last season goodbye because we're making it this year. And you know what? And when it's all over with, and when they see Alabama in there, this is what some of our this is what some of our haters gonna be saying. That's what they're gonna be saying. They're gonna be yelling and kicking and screaming. But we're gonna kiss not making the playoffs goodbye. I don't want to hear nothing else about that. Let's focus on this year. We're 0-0. Turn the page. Kiss that foolishness goodbye. Let me see what else we're gonna kiss goodbye. Let's see what else. Offensive level, we got to move on. Okay, I got that. 14 playoff, not making the playoff. Yeah, Nick Saban disciples. Yeah. Okay, JB. Let's kick the fake clout supporters goodbye. All these fakers. Man, I ain't never seen so many fake fans in my life, man. Fake fans, fake supporters. It's like what JB said. When the times get bad, now all of a sudden we bashing everybody. Let me tell you something. For those of you that are married, been married, in a relationship, whatever, but especially let me deal with the married folks. And you stayed there when times were bad. You ain't had all good days all your marriage. Don't even give me that. You didn't have good days in all your marriage. You don't have them, but you stay. Don't you still love them? You still love them. They're still your hubby. They're still your wife. You know, they're still your boo thing. It is what it is. I mean, come on now. And that's the way it's got to be with the team. When something goes wrong, we can't just jump ship, fire the board, fire everybody. No, we got to work some things out. I don't want to hear that. So let's kiss these fake clout supporters goodbye. Oh Lord. I want to wait a minute. Hold up. Dr. Crystal said this. I got to go back. What's up, B Sharp? What's up? Sharpshooter Sport Talk. Mm-hmm. What's up with you? What's up? Oh, thank you, Latoya. Kiss that 9-4 season goodbye. We're 0-0. I know y'all tired of me saying that, but we're 0-0. This is a new season. Kiss that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something else that we need to kiss goodbye, and it just hit me when you said the 9-4 season. Kiss that. Tuscaloosa is burning to the ground goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. Tuscaloosa, listen, T-Town, Alabama, Crimson Tide is still the same. We're still here. We're still winning. All right. Nick, be easy, brother. And Nick, tonight, don't forget to join, be sharp, Coach Sean and Jonathan Lewis on the Bama Standard this evening. Gonna be some nice information being given out there. So don't forget. And you'll see it, you'll know it when you see us, all right? But kiss that 9-4 season goodbye. I'm getting ready to get out of here myself. Be Sharp, good to see you, my brother. Oh, Susan, when you get in here. See, JB, got to talk to OG Gill. There you go. Here's the GM, everybody. Bino, good morning and roll tide. But that's for Susan. That's for Bino. That's for Susan. That's for Bino. Good morning, roll tide. Didn't see you when you came in. I'm so focused on the board talking about these questions. And then what are you kissing goodbye? Carla is here. The 401k crew. Everybody here but OG Gill. What the problem? Good morning, Carla. She's the one that keeps us all straight. She's the one that keeps the 401k crew all straight. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, everybody. But what are we kissing goodbye? I'm kissing all of last year. JB, the tardy folks, Dwight, here come the tardy folks. There they are. But I'm kissing all of last year goodbye. I'm kissing Jalen Milroe goodbye. I'm kissing all the Nick Saban talk goodbye. I'm kissing all the negative talk about Coach DeBoer and the staff goodbye. I'm kissing all of that, just everything from last year goodbye. I am embracing this new season that's upon us. I am looking forward to October, August the 30th of this year when we play Florida State. That's what I'm looking forward to. And that's what I have my focus on. I have my focus on this year's version of the Alabama Crimson Tide. From game one to when we stop playing. I have my focus. Okay. So with that being said, we don't bring it up anymore. It's over, it's done with, and everything. I did not get a chance to get to everything that I wanted to because we just talked about life and as far as this Alabama Crimson Tide team goes. But I want to first of all thank everybody that has made this first week of the morning run, in my opinion, successful. I'm nothing without y'all. And so thankful for everybody that has come by and that has just hung out with me, chatted it up and everything. You know, thankful for people being in that, keeping it respectful. Thankful for the 401k crew who keeps it a buck every time and just, engaging, and everybody that has come in and even though you may not be able to stay all the way through, we're thankful for you and we hope that you come again. Now, also thankful for my brothers like B Sharp and Coach Sean, Jonathan, Ty Hayes, the one and only KB, and others. I even met some more content. Larry Large, man. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up. Larry Large. I got to give it to you, bro. Kiss a quarterback leading us in rushing yardage. Goodbye. I love Jalen Milroe. I do. But that statement right there is just the truth. It's the truth. When a quarterback got more yardage than a running back, you don't need your running back. See, okay, now y'all coming with it. I'm trying to go and y'all coming with it. Look at it. Kiss not running the ball. Goodbye. Run the freaking ball. And that's why I said that I believe that if in order for our offense to set the tone, like JB said earlier, we're going to have to run the ball. We're going to have to run the ball. Jam, A.K. Deer, Richard Young, Daniel Hill, all them guys. You're going to have to run the ball. Use the running backs. We got a line up there that will just block everybody down. Come on now. Give the running backs a chance. I believe this. Can I just be honest with y'all? I believe some of those 4 games that we lost is for a reason. We didn't run the football. We didn't run the football. But that's it. No more bringing that up. Uh-oh, wait a minute, Susan. Oh, see, I should have known Susan was going to come with it. Kiss not having a real OC goodbye. Kiss a goodbye. I want to see you kissing goodbye. Na, 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 na. Yeah. Yeah. Kiss that goodbye. Grub is in the house. And we need to see all of that, what's happening. We need to see it happening. We really do. Okay? So anybody else want to kiss anything goodbye as far as this Alabama Crimson Tide go? Now, I don't want to hear your personal business. That's between you, your boo, and the Lord. Okay? Don't bring Piano Man in that. Don't bring me in that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But anything anybody want to kiss goodbye pertaining to the 2025 season. Anybody want to kiss anything goodbye? Anything. Going once, going twice. Sold to the dude in the black hat. All right. Gone. 2024 season. Goodbye. 9-4. Goodbye. Okay. Jalen Milroe. Goodbye. Coach Saban. We love you. Goodbye. Dr. Crystal, I'm going to put this up here. Kiss making the quarterback battle a race issue. Goodbye. Let me do you one better. Kiss racism goodbye. Sexism goodbye. Any form of discrimination. Kiss it goodbye altogether. Kiss it goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. No, JB. Kiss it goodbye. This is not about race. Not in this case. This is about talent. This is about talent. This is about who gives the team the best chance to win. And I'm going to say this. Oh, wait a minute. Latoya, look who has decided. He said, I'm at work, really busy. Sorry. I got you, Gil. You know I'm just playing with you, man. You know. Susan, it'll happen if enough of us stand for what's right and quit giving into it. Quit giving into it. Stand for what's right. And because some folks, that's all they know, because it's a learned behavior. But I've learned too to get along with everybody. And if a dude is just better than you, he's just better than you. If a guy's just more talented than you, he's just more talented than you. Listen, guys, and I'm just going to use Dr. Crystal. Back in the old day, they said ladies couldn't be doctors. My physician is a female, and she tells it to me straight. So let's stop this foolishness. We're in the 21st century. My God, when are we going to ever stop this foolishness? Because that is detrimental to your team. When one person leaves, everybody rush the door. Message. But I'm just saying, man, let's kiss all that foolishness goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. This is 2025. It's time to excuse my language. It's time for Alabama to put that belt to ass this year. I normally don't talk like that, but I'm going to say it like Coach Sean. Put that belt to ass this year. Let's show them what it's all about. Yeah, it can be the new improved version, but let's tear up something. Let's tear up something. And I end it with this. No prisoners, strictly casualties. That's what I want to see. I want to see a team quit. I want to see a team quit. I want to see Alabama tear some ass up like when I was a little boy and my mom and daddy beat my behind. And I'm talking about they beat my whole entire behind. They didn't leave out nothing. Pure behind, Dr. Crystal. That's what I want to see. I want to see that when we go to their place, okay, let me put it like this. And no breaks. Beat the brakes off of them. But anybody with me when I say this, if you with me when I say this, put it in the chat to say, Piano Man, I'm with you right here. In game 1, I want to see Alabama tear that end up so bad that by halftime, Florida State fans are leaving, going home. Now, somebody say I'm with you or say amen or something. That's the Alabama I want to see. I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see that Alabama that makes a home team go home early. Head for the stand. Head for the seat. Head for your car. Head for the river. It don't make no difference to me where you're going. You just gonna leave where Alabama is just embarrassing you and your team. That's what I want to see. Bring me back to when back in that day, if you watch that LSU game, see, I done got excited. I'm trying to get out of here. When LSU played Alabama one year at Saban Field and everything, and they hit Mettenberger so hard until he crawled off the field. That's what I want to see. First game, I want to see quarterbacks crawling off the field. Yeah. She said what she meant there, JB. Ass. Entire ass. Tear that ass up. Tear it up. I know I ain't supposed to say that. I know it. And somebody gonna judge me for it. Go ahead and judge on. I'm just saying what I'm saying. That's what I want to see. We playing football. We ain't playing tag. We're playing football. I want to see him crawling the field. That's what I want to see. That's right, Bino. I want to see what Bino said right here. Man, I'm trying to get out of here. I want to see the third quarter come half of the other team on the bus that took their shower and everything. I want to see coaches them put their clipboard up. Oh, I know it's a family show. I understand. I just want game 1. Game 1. And all that heat. And all that humidity. And all that pressure. I want to see Florida State's quarterback running for his life. KT said something early. I'm laughing at JB. KT said something early. I want to see somebody on the other side of Bray Hubbard's hit. I want Bray Hubbard to hit somebody so bad, hit him so hard until I feel it over here in Mississippi. That's what I want to see. That's the Bama I want to see. Play with some reckless abandon. I want to see us on offense. I want to see Jam. I want to see Richard Young, Daniel Hill, all them guys, AK did. I want to see them either run straight up the middle and ain't nobody catching you. I want to see them cats run on the edge and keep it moving. I don't want to see Ty Simpson. I'm just going to go on and say it. I don't want to see Ty Simpson just run the ball just for the sake of running. No. I want to see him give it to them running backs. Oh, shoot. Listen, Dwight, wait a minute. Man, see, y'all make me go against the law. Y'all making me go against the law. But here we go. I'm hearing people say the Bama boys won't be able to handle Florida heat down there. The last time Bama played Florida State, where are we playing them at? In Florida State. Can somebody tell me what the score was? If you can't, I will. I will. The last time Bama played Florida State that I remember, we played them in Florida State. We played them right there in Tallahassee. And we beat the brakes off of them down there. I don't see why it won't continue. Tell them, KT, that Tuscaloosa Heat different. I know that Florida Heat different. If you ever been to Disney World, you know, all that good stuff in the summertime, that Florida Heat is different. But shoot, that Tuscaloosa Heat, I mean, I'm talking about the dirty South Heat. That's a different type of heat. What they talking about? I'm with Bino now. Man, what they talking about? It's hot down here. Hold on. That Bama Heat ain't nothing to play with. What they talking about? I'm with you, Bino. What they talking about? And JB said heat is heat. I got that, JB. But bruh, I don't know. I don't know. Man, it's something about when you go in the heat in the South. That's a different type of heat in the cornfield over here in Mississippi, and you out there in that heat, and you going out there picking peas. That sun hit different out there in the cornfield. Yes, it do. That sun hit different when you out there fishing. And speaking of fishing, I want to send some folks fishing. That's what I want to do. I want to send some folks fishing. Suffocating. I'm telling you now, I'm with JB. That heat is heat, but it's something about that humidity. It's different down here. But that's all right. Yeah, I know that Central Florida and Miami heat is crazy. I got that. I understand. We understand. But I ain't finna argue about no heat. I'm going to argue about the fact that Alabama going to go down there and put some heat on them. Put some heat on them. Put the heat to them. Don't give a darn about no heat. It's hot for everybody out there. That's how we used to play. It's hot for everybody. It just depends on how you take it. I want to see Germ, Ryan, and Isaiah. I want to see them. I need to see some. I need to see them taking it to the house. Oh yeah, Susan, I done seen them pass out too. Try going to play some basketball in that Alabama heat outside, man. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it past the first 5 minutes. You better hurry up and play that 21 and let's go. But folks can downplay Alabama if they want to. It's all good. It's all good. So, but anyway, y'all, I got to go. I told y'all about the fact that I think I'm gonna have to. I just got some things I gotta go. Gotta go. I gotta go do some stuff. I got some stuff going on around here at the house. I need to see Ryan start blocking that too, because that was the weak, Dr. Crystal. That was the weak part of his game, blocking, and they called that out last year. Hate to bring that up. I know we're supposed to kiss that goodbye, but they did bring that up. Because people were so busy looking at his catches, but they didn't see the weak part of his game, and that was blocking. What's up, Nick? We still here, man. I'm trying to get out of here, but the chat won't let me be great. But we're kissing it goodbye, folks. We're kissing it goodbye. We're gonna kiss 2024 goodbye. Kiss that 9-4 season goodbye, and everything we said that we're gonna kiss goodbye, we're kissing it goodbye, and we're looking towards and for a greater season this year. So we're gonna start with Florida State. And so he said men on a mission, and I'm gonna have my sister to make me a t-shirt, and I'm gonna try to put it in, have all this going and everything. And I just want to be able to put on the front of the t-shirt, mission accomplished. Okay, so that's gonna be my thing, mission accomplished. All right, but I want to wrap it up here, and I just want to say, if for those that are listening, if you've never subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I just want the subscriptions. I'm not after your money or anything of that nature. I have 4 jobs. And you know, I'm not going off into that. This is not my job. This is just my hobby. I just enjoy fellowshipping and chatting it up with the Alabama Crimson Tide fans, but I also enjoy chatting it up with anybody from any fan base. So everybody's welcome here. We just ask that you would keep it respectful. Uh, but not only like my channel and subscribe to my channel, but to my brother's channels of Coach of B Sharp, KB, Coach Sean, Jonathan Lewis, Ty Hayes, all of them. Uh, Subscribe to Sharpshooters and KB, everybody subscribe to their channels. And let's just, and you know, yeah, hey man, we're one big family. And before you leave out there, if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. That's how we stay going. You know, and you know, if we're making any difference. So don't just come here for free and just chat with me and don't hit that like button. Hit that like button. Come on now. Hit that like button. Cause you know, I welcome you, I shout you out. Let's you know, at least do that one for me and everything. But again, and again, um, if you never subscribed to the channel, subscribe to it, and welcome to the family. And just like that, tonight, join Jonathan Lewis, B Sharp, and Coach Sean at the Bama Standard. You'll be getting that alert of what time that they're going to be coming on. That's going to be some great information given on tonight. And then join Coach Sean and myself, and along with I think B Sharp is going to be on there tomorrow on Just My Humble Opinion, JMHO, with Coach Sean. That will be tomorrow. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just gonna step it out there. And if they don't, they don't. But I think they will. But on Sunday, both KB and B Sharp, I think, will be on Sunday. So this is going to be a great weekend of just talking about sports, Alabama sports. Remember, you got your recruits on campus this weekend. It's just a fabulous weekend to talk about Alabama. And so just hit all of these channels, support them, like them, subscribe to them. And then come Monday morning, back here, Monday morning, we're going to have the morning run. And on Monday evening at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday, we will have the long run with Piano Man. And so it's just going to be a great weekend. And then Piano Man will be back, the Lord willing, on next week. Again, thank you for coming. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to go to church and all that good stuff, or wherever your place of worship is. Do your thing. Give God your best. Love somebody. Love everybody. Hey, man, it's all about going to the next place, and love somebody along the way. Help somebody along the way and everything. And so everybody have a great day. And I may not see you today or tomorrow, but I'll see you in the long run. Once again, oh God, once again, thank to everybody in the chat. 401k crew, you know I love you. Big ups to you, salute you. And to everyone else that's a part of the family, I love you too. And like I said, I may not see you today or tomorrow, but I'm going to see you in the long run. And just know this of a surety, I'm no expert, but I know what I'm talking about. And before I go, if there's anybody over there in X, Twitter, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and we will be back here Monday morning. Have a great weekend, everybody. And as always, roll Tide.